Hey there, it's Dr. Gurley at ISO Life Coaching. I wanted to talk a little bit about self-love. I know that it is a hard topic sometimes for some people just because of what they've gone through in life. And sometimes some people don't even know where to start. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. So, where would I start? If I was somebody that struggled with the concept of self-love and I have to start somewhere, where would I start? Well, you have to start with what you know. Um, so think about, you know, a sibling, a younger sibling or a younger family member, you know, that you may have um, supported in some way when you were younger. And maybe they did something wrong and had a consequence or something bad happened, right? Now, your approach would typically not be to go yell at them and put them down and make them feel defeated and focus on the fact that something failed, right? Your approach would be to enable, not disable, right? You would be finding ways to pick them up. Well, at least you tried, or, don't worry too much about it. It'll get better. It'll feel better, right? That's what you do with somebody else that you love, that you're taking care of. That's it. It's as simple as taking that tip and applying it to yourself. So maybe you set yourself up to try something new and you didn't have a great outcome. A lot of us just beat ourselves up, right? It's like, oh, I should have known better, I should have done better, etc. And it's like, no, no, no. Lessons need to be learned, right? We're humans walking this earth, learning one day at a time. So it's okay that sometimes you have to learn that lesson of what not to do, or maybe how to think more broadly, or maybe there was something that this is the first time you're intersecting it, right? So you got to allow yourself to just find some joy in the journey of life, even when things don't go the way you want to. And I think that's when it's hard, because that's when you're usually in that full self-doubt phase. Something didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. And instead of you lifting yourself up and saying, hey, look at you, you tried, it's okay, it failed, it didn't work well, you have some lessons that you need to take away from it. We spend that time, beating ourselves up and then adding on all the other stuff that didn't work, right? So now you end up in this drain of just negativity. And that to me is where your self-love journey should start. It should just start in that simple process of you recovering from something that didn't work out, and how you truly provide warmth to yourself and kindness to yourself and heart to yourself, um, without needing that from somebody else. And I think that to me is my tip, right? That self love really starts with you being kind to you when things don't go well. It is amazing and wonderful and easy to promote yourself when you're having a good day. It is hard to be able to promote yourself when you're having a terrible day, or when you feel like the world's against you. We all have those days where things are just not lining up. Those are the days that you got to dig deep and remind yourself of how amazing you are, and that life is a journey. And if you knew the answers to everything, what fun would it be? If you knew not to date that guy that you dated, that it didn't turn out well, all the fun that you had with him would not have happened. So it's okay that it didn't end. It's okay that it ended, because you still got to have fun, right? If you knew that spending the time to take that degree was not going to be the degree you're going to spend your life, um, in your life journey or in your career, think about the things that you learned in that journey, right? That maybe if you started off in a different path, you would not have learned. So you now have a whole perspective that maybe somebody in your career who never took that path doesn't have. So I really feel there's always something you can find that you can still say, hey, you did it and it's okay. And I challenge you to do more of that for yourself. I challenge you to put yourself first by, when you have times that you didn't accomplish what you thought you wanted to accomplish, because you accomplished something. And sometimes all that is that you accomplished a lesson learned. And that is okay, my friend. I promise you, we're all learning lessons every single day. It's all trial and error. Life is not a science. You do not take two things and mix it together and get a third thing exactly. It doesn't work. We are not chemicals, right? It does not work. We are not a science. right? So, as my trainer likes to say, you put one foot in front of the other, and you just keep doing that until the end, right? And that's really just it. So, don't allow yourself to be beaten down. Don't allow yourself to be crawling, right? Get yourself up and put one foot in front of the other. Every time you move forward, you're moving forward, right? That's the great thing about life, is moving forward. And no matter what you're stuck in today, eventually you'll be out of it by moving forward. It just does happen, right? Like that. And putting the right tools and stuff in place. So, my friend, this is Dr. Gurley from ISO Life Coaching. Thank you for letting me take some time in your afternoon or evening or morning. I hope this was helpful. And if you need more clarity in anything else, you can always reach me at Dr. Gurley at isolifecoaching.com. Remember, the ISO in my name stands for I serve others, and it's all I do all day long. I wish you well.